All right, so thank you, Mr. Benito, for your wonderful introduction. And first of all, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Dean, Associate Professor Elaine J. Anuevo. And also, I would like to acknowledge the efforts exerted by our ACT Society officers, headed by Ms. Shania Picarillo, together with the class presidents of the ACT program. And I would like to acknowledge the presence of all of our participants this afternoon for our annual General Assembly of the Associate in Computer Technology program. So again, I am Assistant Professor Alnig of Jamin Kasakop, your program chairperson. In this discussion, we will be discussing important concepts or ideas about our program. So first, we will be discussing about what basically is Associate in Computer Technology program, our program title, based on our CMO. Next, we will be discussing about the enhanced curriculum version 2018 to 2019, which is the current curriculum that all of you are currently using this semester. We will also be discussing the classification of students. So we will be differentiating regular students from irregular students. Next, we will be reiterating the university retention policy and also the shifting policy or the shifting procedures for those who want to shift to other programs within the university. And then we will also be discussing the ladderization program. How would you be able to enroll to either BSCS or BSIT program after you graduate from ACT? And then lastly, we will be discussing about the procedures for complaints and grievances, if you have any, okay, whether academic or non-academic related, as long as it has occurred within the premises of the university. So let us start with our program title. What basically is Associate in Computer Technology program? So based on Article 2, Section 2, or the program title of the CHED Memorandum Order Number 5, Series of 1998, Associate in Computer Technology was originally created as Associate in Computer Science, or ACS. It is a two-year non-degree program leading to a diploma in Associate in Computer Technology, or ACT. It is not exactly equivalent to the first 2 years of BS Computer Science, or BSCS, BS Information Technology, or BSIT, and BS Information Management, or BSIM. ACT is considered to be a ladderized program to the above stated program. Again, this is based on the CHED Memorandum Order number 5, series of 1998. Let us now discuss the curriculum of the Associate in Computer Technology, which is currently the Enhanced Curriculum version 2018 to 2019. As of the moment, these are the courses being offered for ACT first year students. So as you can see, we have a total of 27 units during this first semester of your first year in ACT, and again, another 27 units during the second semester of your first year. Now, after your first year in ACT, you will be taking a short-term period. Okay? A short-term period may take 1 month for you to take. So it is equivalent to 9 units. So we will be offering 3 courses for the short-term period of the ACT program. After the short-term period, on your second year, again, just like what you have been through during your first year, you will also be taking 27 units of academic load during your first semester, and then another 27 units during your second semester. So in summary, as you can see here, all of the semesters, including the short-term period of the ACT program, is at its maximum. Meaning, wala tayong dapat ibagsak kahit isang subject per semester. So what if, in worst case scenario, may naibagsak tayong isang subject or isang course from a semester or during a semester? So it is possible for you to retake the course that you have failed. Pwede nating ulitin yan. Pero remember, you can only take it on the succeeding semester. But you have to make sure that you have to undergo curriculum advising with our course coordinator. Okay, in our case, we have Mr. Lorenzo Gavilagin, or from me as well as your program chair. Okay, before the enrollment for the succeeding semester, for you to identify the courses you may take. Now, in the case of ACT, okay, again, in the case of the Associate in Computer Technology, a student can retake the failed course during his or her final semester, which means during your second semester of your second year, with subjects not exceeding 6 units on top of your regular academic load. It only means that you can only take 2 subjects or 2 courses on top of your regular academic load during your second semester of your second year in ACT. So sir, what will happen if, let's say for example, 9 units yung failure ko, which is equivalent to 3 subjects? So in that case, you will not be able to take any overload units for your last semester. It is very important for you to be a graduating student, which means dapat kung ano lang yung subjects na i-overload mo, yun na lang ang kulang mo to graduate. Let's say for example, for 6 units, kailangan yung 2 subjects na lang na yun ang kulang mo for you to graduate. If ever na may iba ka pang subject, aside from those 2 subjects na hindi mo pa natitake, hindi ka pwedeng mag-overload during the last semester of your second year. Which means you will not be able to graduate on time for a degree in Associate in Computer Technology or for a diploma in Associate in Computer Technology. You have to extend another year or another semester for you to take those failed courses. But again, these requests for overload are still subject for the approval of the Vice President for Academic Affairs. That's why we have to make sure that these subjects that you are requesting for overload are the only subjects that you needed to take for you to be able to graduate, to secure the approval from our Vice President for Academic Affairs. Now, let us discuss the classification of students. What do we mean by a regular and an irregular student? Classification of students. A regular student are those students with full academic load as prescribed in the curriculum. Ibig sabihin, kung ikaw ay isang estudyante na nagtitake ng 27 full academic load or full academic unit within a semester and 9 academic unit within the or during the short-term period, you will be classified as a regular student. So, ang mga regular student, ito yung mga walang ibinabagsak na subjects or walang ibinabagsak na courses. Next, Irregular students. What do we mean by irregular students? These are the students with lesser academic load as compared to regular students. Fewer academic load might be due to, but not limited to, the following. You might be a transferee from other university or other higher educational institution or HEIs kasi hindi naman pare-pareho ng course offering ang iba't ibang institutions. Kung ano yung mga subjects na ino-offer natin sa PL-MON during a semester may not be the same with the course offerings with the other educational institutions. Next, you might be a shiftee from other college or program within the university. Let's say, for example, you are from other program like BS Criminology or from AB Political Science or from the College of Teacher Education na lumipat ka papunta sa Associate in Computer Technology. Yung mga subjects na na-take mo before during your previous program is not the same as the courses that is being offered in the Associate in Computer Technology. So, ibig sabihin, may mga subjects ka na kailangan mo pang i-take. May mga subjects ka pa na kailangan mo pang habulin sa ACT. Okay. Next, you might be a returnee with an old curriculum. Let's say, for example, you were already an old student way back 2013 in which you are using the 2013 old curriculum of the ACT. Sa ngayon, may mga subjects nang hindi offered from the 2013 curriculum na let's say for example, hindi na natin pwedeng i-offer. Okay. So, some of those students are being advised to basically convert their curriculum from 2013 to 2016 curriculum, to 2018 curriculum rather, to have your subjects updated as early as possible. Okay. You might also be a working student. Based on the student handbook, a working student can only be given 15 academic units. Okay, 15 academic units for you to be able to balance your time for your academics and your job as well. Okay, so working students can be classified as irregular students. And lastly, you might have some failed subjects from your previous semesters. Okay, so again, if you are classified as an irregular student, remember this. Before proceeding to the enrollment process, you have to undergo the curriculum advising procedures first for you to be able to identify what courses or what subjects you may take for the coming semester. All right? So again, if you are a student that is or that has been classified as an irregular student, you have to undergo curriculum advising procedure for you to be able to identify the list of subjects you may take for the coming semester before the enrollment procedures. So again, that is how we classify our students based on academic loads. Again, we have regular students and irregular students. Now, let us talk about the university retention policy. Let us all remember that Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Muntinlupa is a proud beneficiary of the CHED UNIFA Scholarship, which offers free tertiary education to all college students. But we also have to remember that we have to uphold academic excellence for you to qualify in this kind of scholarship that is being offered by the government. So the university will be strict in the implementation of its retention policy together with the help of the college. So all of the students within the program will be evaluated by the respective program chairs, in our case by me, okay? And then those students that will not be able to maintain good academic standings will be advised to be classified into um, different status in the university, which I will be discussing in a while. So again, the university retention policy. The Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Muntinlupa or PLMUN encourages students to maintain a high standard of academic performance. Again, high standard of academic performance. A student who fails to meet with the standards of the university because of poor health, irregular attendance, financial constraints, poor academic performance, and other personal reasons may be placed on probation or may be dismissed as the case may be. So again, you might be placed under probationary status or you may also be dismissed depending on the case that you might be into. The following are the guidelines in implementing the rules on probation and dismissal from the university. First, probationary status. A student who obtains final grade of 5.0 in two subjects at the end of the semester shall be placed on probationary status upon the recommendation of the dean. The probationary status shall be lifted only after the student is able to pass all the subjects in the succeeding semester. A student who is placed under probationary status for two successive semesters shall be advised to transfer. He may be admitted to another college of the university if he qualifies. So let's say for example, sa isang semester, let's say for example, during the first semester, you failed in two of your courses. Let's say for example, fundamentals of programming and web technologies 1 or general education subjects. Again, um, this is either this will be either professional courses or IT related courses and general education courses. So again, regardless of the classification of your courses, it will be counted as one. Okay, so again, as long as you have failed to enroll courses during a semester or at the end of the semester, you will be classified as a probationary student. So again, it will only be lifted if in the following semester, you will be able to pass all of your enrolled courses. But what if, okay, in the worst case scenario, pagdating ng second semester or nakasunod na semester, bumagsak ka pa rin sa dalawa mong courses or sa dalawa mong subjects. What will happen? So again, if in the first semester, you were under probationary status and during or after the second semester, you were placed again under probationary status, you will then be advised to transfer to other college if you qualify. So let's say for example, sa ACT, under probationary status ka during the second semester. Pagdating na second semester, you again failed in two of your enrolled courses. And then you will then again placed under probationary status. You will be advised to transfer to other college. Let's say for example, you will be advised to transfer to CCJ. You will be advised to transfer to CBA, CAS, or CTE kung saan ka mag-qualify. Alright? A third or fourth year student who fail in two major courses or subjects are advised to change their field of specialization and to enroll in not more than 18 units. But this will be qualified for, this item will be qualified for or will be applied for BSCS and BSIT students. Just remember the first 2 points here in the probationary status classification. So again, you must not be able to be placed under probationary status for 2 consecutive semesters. Again, if you will be placed in probationary status for 2 consecutive semesters, you will then be advised to transfer to other college. Now, dismissal. At the end of the semester, a student who obtains final grades of 5.0 and 75% of the total number of his academic units shall be dismissed. So in the case of ACT, since we have 27 units or full academic load per semester, if you will be failing, okay, from or in 20 in your 21 units or in your 7 enrolled courses, you will be dismissed from the program. Failure in non-credit courses, like let's say for example, NSCP or National Service Training Program, shall not be considered in the unit count. A student who fails twice in the same subject in his course shall not be admitted in the same program. Let's say for example, during your first semester, you failed in your fundamentals of programming. And then inulit mo ulit siya, na-retake mo yung fundamentals in programming. But then again, you failed for the second time. By that time, you will be advised to change your program. Alright? Again, you will be advised to change your area of specialization. Now, let's talk about unauthorized withdrawal or UW. A student is considered to have withdrawn when he stops attending classes and when he fails to apply for the following. First, leave of absence. Next, an honorable dismissal for a period of 1 academic year and an authorized withdrawal. If you know for yourself that you will not be able to attend anymore your enrolled courses, you just have to go to the office of the university registrar to get any of these three for you to be able to process your authorized withdrawal. Okay. If you will fail to do that, then at the end of the semester, that your professor or your instructors will be identifying you as a student who was not able to attend your classes, you will be getting for sure a grade of 6.0 or UW in your final grade. So again, for you to be able to um, um, for you to be able to what do you mean by that? For you to be able to accept yourself from getting that kind of grade, again, you have to secure any of these three from the office of the university registrar. So again, that is the retention policy of our university. And then again, let me reiterate that this will be strictly implemented by the university in response to our grant of scholarship from the CHED Unifast. Next, let's talk about the shifting policy or the procedures in shifting to other programs. Now, a student may shift to other program within the university after completing 2 regular semesters. So again, you will only be allowed to shift to other program within the university if you have already completed 2 academic semesters. An ACT student may shift to other program within the university except to BS Computer Science and BS Information Technology or BSIT. Why? Enrolling to BSCS or BSIT requires the completion of the ACT program. A shiftee must apply to his or her program of choice and must qualify to the requirements of the accepting college or program. Again, hindi basta-basta ang pag-shift. May iba-ibang requirements, may iba-ibang qualifications na hinihingi ang iba't ibang program from different colleges na dapat mong ma-attain for you to qualify to shift to their program. Now, what would be the procedures for you to be able to shift to other programs if you might think of? First, you have to get and fill out a shifting form from the office of the university registrar. Again, you have to request for a shifting form from the office of the university registrar and fill out the necessary details. Next, have your form signed by your program chair. Approach your program chair and have your accomplished shifting form signed. Next, after securing your program chair signature, you have to submit your shifting form to your accepting college. Let's say, for example, from ACT, you want to shift to BS Business Administration. You have to go to the College of Business Administration for you to submit your shifting form. So submit your shifting form to the college you are applying for. Then the accepting college will evaluate your records if you pre-qualify. So again, the accepting college might have additional requirements. Let's say, for example, may mga programs kasi that they are giving qualifying examination. Let's say, for example, CTE, okay, for BSE and BE Ed, for you to qualify or for you to to be further assessed if you qualify to their program. So you have to pass that qualifying examination. So if you fail to do that, you will be advised to go back to your current program. So again, result, if you qualify to be shifted to the program that you were applying for, the accepting college will then endorse your shifting form to the office of the university registrar to officially shift your program. And if you did not qualify to the program that you were applying for, you will be advised to retain your current program. So that would be the entire shifting procedure. Again, if you plan to shift to other program, these are the steps that you have to go through after the second semester. Next, let's talk about the ladderization program. Let's say you want to ladderize or you want to enroll to BSCS or BSIT program after you graduate from the Associate in Computer Technology program. After a student receives his or her diploma in Associate in Computer Technology, he or she may apply for ladderization to either BSCS or BSIT. Remember that enrolling to other programs within the university aside from BSCS and BSIT will not be considered as a ladderized program. Now, here are the procedures for the ladderization. First, you have to fill out the online form for ladderization. The college will create an online form to accept applications for the ladderized program. You have to attach all of the necessary documents that might be required in that online form. So sometimes we release this form after your graduation. So please wait for the announcements when will we be accepting applicants for ladderization. Next, second step, you have to wait for the schedule of qualifying exam or the qualifying examination. You will receive a notification email from the college for the schedule of your qualifying examination. Your goal is to pass this examination for you to qualify for the ladderization program. Okay, next you have to take the qualifying examination. Take the qualifying examination based on the details you received in your notification email. And then lastly, the result. If you qualify or if you will be able to pass the qualifying examination, the accepting program will endorse your record to the Office of the University Registrar to officially update your program. If you did not qualify or if you failed the ladderized examination or the qualifying examination, you will not be able to enroll to either BSCS or BSIT program. So that would be the entire procedures that you have to take if you want to ladderize to either BSCS or BSIT after you secure your diploma in Associate in Computer. Alright, so now let's talk about the complaints and grievances. So if you want to share any complaints or grievance or might be inquiries pertaining to Associating Computer Technology program, in order for us to officially act on your submitted inquiries or complaints, kindly send a formal email to alnigofjaminkasakop at plmon.edu.ph. So again, that's alnigofjaminkasakop at plmon.edu.ph. So be sure to explain everything in details for us to act on it accordingly. So the lead time for us to act on your submitted concerns might depend on the gravity of your um, concern. So it might take a day or two or even a week. So again, depending on the gravity of your concerns. So with that, I would like to thank all of our participants this afternoon for attending our annual General Assembly for the Associated Computer Technology Program. And I pray for the safety of each and every one. So may God bless you all. And again, thank you all for attending this afternoon. God bless everyone and stay safe. Thank you.